Hello everyone, I'm violinist Chen, and I'm here this week with the Seoul Philharmonic Orchestra to play two concertos, Mendelssohn and Tchaikovsky violin concertos. So we're doing back-to-back concertos this week, Mendelssohn and Tchaikovsky, and a little bit about these two concertos. Well, they're both very, very popular. You could say that they're one of the most popular violin concertos, and I actually started learning the Mendelssohn a little earlier than the Tchaikovsky. I started learning the Mendelssohn when I was only about 8 years old. And so that one has stayed with me for a very long time and grown together. Actually, a few years later, I learned the Tchaikovsky when I was around 12, so not many years later. But that one was the first concerto that I played with orchestra. So when I was 13, I had a great experience that really kind of gave me the experience that I wanted to become a professional musician, gave me the courage and confidence, was when I played the Tchaikovsky concerto together with my hometown orchestra. I grew up in Brisbane, Australia, and played the Tchaikovsky, won this national youth concerto competition, and because of that experience, decided, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. So the Mendelssohn Violin Concerto has a few unique aspects of it. First of all, it's one of those concertos that starts directly in. You have a bar and a half, so you have to be really ready before the conductor raises their baton, and then you gotta be like, okay, da-da-da, you have, and then you're immediately in with this beautiful melody that everybody knows. And so that's another thing, everyone knows it. So how do you keep it fresh? How do you keep it new and alive is always the question that I like to ask myself. And the way I do it, well, this is unique to me, and I think every artist does it differently, is I think about my role, my why. Why am I up here on stage? Well, my answer is I'm the artist, and I'm here in between the composer, who's been dead for hundreds of years, and the audience of today. That's you. And so I think about how can I connect both from the past and to the present. And so I think about your needs, and I think about how you've been feeling before you came into the concert hall, as you're sitting there, as the lights go down, what do you need? And so that's when I start playing, and Mendelssohn's needs are also in my mind, and then that's when the music begins, and the magic begins, and then we're transported to a whole new, different dimension. So the Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto is a whole other beast. It's oftentimes, it's very often played. That's definitely one aspect of it. I think that most violinists, myself included when I first was learning it, tend to treat it like, oh my gosh, it's the Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto. And we forget about the musical aspect of it, which is really about ballet. There's all this kind of, and these kinds of where the ballet dancers, ballerinas are all kind of lift. There's a lot of lift into the air. That kind of beautiful, joyous lift, and then it's coupled with, of course, these luscious melodies, these kind of and so you need to contrast those lift moments with the really grounded and this luscious melodies throughout the entire all three movements really. And so I hope you enjoy this week's performance of the Tchaikovsky. So if you're coming this week to one of the concerts, be it the Mendelssohn or the Tchaikovsky, I hope you have an enjoyable experience. And many people ask me, how should I listen to a concert? Because if it's your first time, you might be thinking, should I be really stiff, or should I just kind of relax? I don't want to fall asleep. Well, my advice to you is listen to the pieces, be familiar with them. It's kind of going to your favorite pop singer's concert. You already know the pieces. That helps in getting familiarity. And it also helps because every artist on stage, every musician does things differently. So it's nice to know all the little details about what makes them them, what makes me, Chen, me. So anyway, with that in mind, hope you enjoy the concert, sit back, relax, and have a great day.